Have you ever noticed something strange about school? We spend around 12 years studying in classrooms. We learn mathematics, history, science, and many complicated formulas. We memorize dates, solve equations, and pass exams. But after all those years of education, most people graduate without understanding one of the most important things in life: money. Think about it for a moment. School teaches us how to calculate numbers, but it rarely teaches us how to manage our own money. Nobody explains how investing works. Nobody teaches how wealth is created, and almost no class shows students how to build financial freedom. So why does school never teach us about money? The truth is that the education system was originally designed during the industrial age. At that time, the world needed workers for factories and offices. Schools were built to train people to follow instructions, complete tasks, and eventually get stable jobs. The goal was not to teach students how to build wealth. The goal was to prepare them to become employees. That system still exists today. Students are trained to study hard, pass exams, get good grades, and then search for a job. And while there is nothing wrong with having a job, the problem is that many people enter the real world without any financial knowledge. They start earning money but have no idea how to manage it. This is why many people work for years but still struggle financially. They earn money, but they spend it without understanding how money actually works. Some people buy expensive things to look successful, while others rely on credit cards and loans without knowing the long-term consequences. Without financial education, it becomes very easy to fall into a cycle of working, spending, and repeating the same pattern for decades. But here is something important to understand. Just because school didn't teach financial education doesn't mean you can't learn it. In fact, many successful people learned about money outside of school. They read books about investing. They studied how businesses work. They learned the difference between assets and liabilities. They discovered how money can grow through investments and smart decisions. Financial education is not about becoming rich overnight. It is about understanding how money behaves. It is about learning how to save wisely, how to avoid unnecessary debt, and how to invest in things that can grow your wealth over time. Small financial habits can make a huge difference in the long run. Someone who saves and invests a small amount regularly can build much more wealth than someone who earns a high salary but spends everything. The difference is not always income. The difference is knowledge and discipline. That is why learning about money is so important. School can teach you many valuable subjects, but financial education is something you must often learn on your own. And the sooner you start learning it, the more opportunities you create for your future. Because at the end of the day, understanding money gives you choices. It gives you the ability to make smarter decisions, avoid financial stress, and build a more secure life. So if school never taught you about money, don't worry. You can start learning today. And sometimes, the lessons we learn outside the classroom become the most powerful lessons of all.